Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. As you know, my name is Robert and my focus is deep space astrophotography. Today I got something special for you, the Iris Nebula, otherwise known as NGC 7023 or Caldwell 4. It's a reflection nebula located in Cepheus, and it's roughly 1,300 light years from Earth. So the image at the end of this video will be actually 1,300 years old. What makes the Iris Nebula so special is the fact that at its core it has a bright young blue star, and it's reflecting its blue light onto the dark nebula that's all around it, and it looks absolutely stunning. But first I want to say a thank you to my friend Dave. As you can see, I got a new toy here right there, and it's called the Peer Extender. And what was happening is my telescope was, when it would slew into like zenith position, so when it would be like pointing almost straight up, it was hitting the legs, and of course that was causing a major problem for me. So by raising up the mount 8 inches, my back of the scope and camera now clears the actual legs. So thanks Dave, I owe you big time. One other person I want to say thank you to is Steve Malia from Ontario Telescope. As you can imagine, I've invested heavily in my equipment, and sometimes when you got all these different pieces of equipment together, it doesn't actually run right. And I have to rely on somebody that I can pick up the phone and call and say, hey, can you help me out? And Steve is always there for me. So thanks Steve, I owe you big time. That gives me one other thing. If you're looking to buy some equipment, whatever you do, don't go to a place like Costco or Amazon and purchase your equipment from there. 90% of their stuff is absolute garbage. So if you see a telescope that says 40 times zoom, you know it's 40 times the garbage and you're wasting your money. You need to speak to someone, a reputable dealer like Steve Malia, and Steve will help you and guide you. And if you have any problems, he's always there for you. I'll leave his information at the bottom, and hopefully if you need anything, you'll give him a call. So like I said before, my name is Robert and this is Chasing Photons. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around. Alright, so that was a great night of imaging. Had clear skies and no issues. So I got up in the morning and I rushed out, took all my gear inside, and I couldn't wait to see what I got. So I took the USB key, went down into my computer, loaded all the images up in PixInsight, and did the pre-processing. And what came out blew my mind, because it was already clear and just an incredible image. All I did was basically color correct it a little bit and trim around the outsides, and that was it. And so this image you're going to see is about as natural as you can get. But before I show you this image, I'm first going to take you into my Stellarium software and show you where C4 or NGC 7023, the Iris Nebula, actually is. So here we go. Hey everyone, so here we are in the Stellarium software, and if you ever want to give this software a try, all you have to do is go to stellarium-web.org, and it's completely free. It loads up and it'll show you what's in the night sky. So what you're going to do is this. I always say start looking north, and when you look north you see Polaris, which is, this is the Little Dipper, Ursula Minor, and the end of the handle is Polaris. And if you recall, in the last video we talked about this area right here, which is known as Canis Venatici, and right here is M51. So tonight we're talking about Cepheus, which is actually right here. And Cepheus, I'll turn on the artwork for everything, and Cepheus, this is the constellation area of Cepheus, and right above, right about here is C4, which is NGC 7023 right there, known as the Iris Nebula. So that's where it is. So remember, it's really easy. All you have to do is go to Ursula Minor, the tip for the Big Dipper, and look basically straight up, and it's right there, and there's Cepheus, the upside down house. So that's how you find it. So now, without further ado, I present to you NGC 7023, or otherwise known as the Iris Nebula.